5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0. All engine running. Liftoff. We have a liftoff.
Hello and welcome everyone to Truth, Beer, and Consequences.
Yay!
Yay indeed, Julia. Yay indeed. This is a special episode of Truth, Beer, and Consequences because it is Kolsch night.
Kolsch night.
Well, it also is Julia's birthday.
It's Marco's birthday. As we're recording this. Not
As we're recording this, it
releases.
is Julia's birthday.
It is Marco's birthday, absolutely.
Right.
It is.
Well, yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, but it's yours.
It's Marco's.
Yeah.
100% Marco's.
Yeah.
Marco's.
My name is Marco. I am in the craft beer space
And
here.
it's his birthday.
And it's I'm in the craft beer space here locally, all over the place. So there's that. Let's see. One of the voices you haven't heard here is the Gnarly Gnome.
Oh, yeah.
The Gnarly Gnome, the conduit for everything Cincy. Go to thegnarlygnome.com and become a Patreon member, even at the free tier. Also, sign up to get your tickets for A Light in the Tunnel. I believe a second
Showing
has been added.
For May 2nd at 8:30, I believe.
Right, for A Light in the Tunnel documentary of the Bruckman Project. And then just follow him and all of his social media and content creator things. The Oh Yeah you heard from belongs to a special member of the pod family. It is DIPA Josh.
Hi, everyone.
Hi, Josh.
That is Julia's DIPA Josh there.
Yes.
DIPA Josh, always
best
great to
Josh.
see you.
Thank you.
Thank you for coming out for Julia's birthday.
Of course.
For Marco's birthday.
Yeah,
For both of your birthdays.
thank you. So this is a podcast.
Allegedly.
Allegedly. You need to show birth certificates.
I mean, we got
Julia,
out our
have
driver's
one?
license.
Yeah, do you have one just so you can vote?
Fucking hell. But see, it won't even help because it doesn't match the name on any of my other identifications.
Right.
You fucking men and your easy way out of
Yeah.
this bullshit.
Yeah. So,
Although the SAVE Act did fail, so I'm safe for another year, 6 months, who knows?
the SAVE Act, that's fun. That's like women's suffrage, right? Everyone thinks it means the opposite of what it means.
Right. Do you support women's suffering? Women shouldn't suffer.
They shouldn't suffer at all.
Oh, my God. Learn your history, people.
That's amazing.
Oh, it's
It's one of the
something.
best segments ever of the Man Show when they went out and asked people
That-
about
oh,
if they support
God.
women's suffrage.
I saw a similar one where they were going out in public and asking people if they're for or against climate change and getting
Yeah.
the gamut of answers there.
Yeah.
It's pretty
Yeah.
funny.
Yeah.
It's
That's great. So this is a podcast where my co-host and I listen to and watch all the Cincinnati-based craft beer media from the previous week. We get together at a podcast host, and today we are back.
Back.
That's right. At Higher Gravity Summit Park. Thank you, Higher Gravity, for being a gracious podcast host. Now, the thoughts and opinions on this podcast are ours and ours alone. They do not reflect any entity which we may be affiliated with, such as full-time jobs, part-time jobs, third jobs. Higher Gravity, BC's Brewing, Alexandria Brewing, Southridge Brewing Company, or major drug manufacturers in the Cincinnati area, or possibly any other places that
make airplanes.
make airplanes or whatever, or are breweries in former airplane hangars.
This is true.
So
Yeah.
that's all for myself. The Gnarly Gnome can speak for whoever he wants to. Gnome?
Anyway.
So we're not like those fake ass podcasts out there. Well, hold on a second.
Ooh.
I said who I was. I said who DIPA Josh was. We know it's Julia's birthday, but I don't think I introduced Julia. Julia is the best co-host in Podcastlandia.
I'm Julia, and just like Waffle House, I'm always ready to throw hands.
All right, very good.
Yeah.
What you had your nails did?
Yes, and one of them already fell off. Josh did them for
I
me.
tried
Josh,
my best,
Josh
okay?
did my nails last night. Yes.
I've never done nails before.
Really?
You did great.
Yeah?
This one, I blamed
I
this
gotta
on
say,
myself.
it's been a long time for me.
at that.
There was a time, probably once or twice, where I assisted in nailage.
It's
Josh did
a weird
great.
process
Yeah.
Getting a box of fingernails. It's just kind of like a weird.
And then you put super glue on them, and you're like,
It's a really weird process to get a box of
You
fingernails.
didn't get a skeleton in a box. You're not trying to.
Well,
put.
we're not exposing everything about it. Just we got nails in a box. Okay.
Okay. All right.
Okay, that's
what's in the box.
That's all you need to know. Nails in a box.
All right.
Are they drywall nails? Are they
Is that an Alice in
Finishing
Chains song? Nails in a box.
probably?
Yeah.
Close enough.
Okay.
I'm the man in the box.
Ah, there we are.
He's got nails in the box.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, there we go. Parody. We need a parody a week.
Fingernails.
Julia has
in
to
a
do so
box.
much with this podcast. If she had to come up with a parody a week, and I just sit here and
You just
intro.
sit here.
I'd probably help with half of them.
Probably, yeah.
Well,
I mean,
good.
if it's only like a line or two, and I didn't have to come up with a whole entire song like I do for all of Beerven, pretty much. Yeah.
But if you did, then we'd have to have the karaoke accompaniment with it. That was so we could overlay that.
yeah.
So we're not like those fake ass podcasts out there. We actually do the heavy lifting over here. We actually have beverages, and they can range from anything, non-alcoholic all the way to, Everclear, whatever. But
That'd be a bad idea.
yeah, how about next birthday?
No.
It won't be on a
next
Tuesday.
birthday. This is true.
Yeah.
Hey, there you go.
So, but today we are sticking with the craft. Let's see. You know what? Guess first, Josh. What you drinking?
I have Big Red Tempo. It's an amber Mexican lager from Mellow Tone Beer Project.
And also a great Ford vehicle.
Yeah.
Yeah, the Ford Tempo.
Yeah.
Right.
Excellent.
Or some might pronounce Tiempo.
Tiempo.
It's pretty good.
Nice. Marco, how about yourself? What is your birthday beverage?
I am having Galaxy High from Mad Tree Brewing Company, as picked out by Julia. She picked out my birthday beer.
Most excellent. And Marco, what did you pick for my birthday beer?
Cappy Snacks. What is it? Fruit Punch?
Fruit Punch, yep. The OG.
Yeah.
The original. And it is quite tasty.
Yeah.
I love it.
Sometimes with these, you can, explore the spectrum. But I wanted to pick something that, you liked. And
Yeah.
I know we've got other things going on because it's Kolsch night. So I was like,
Kolsch
yeah,
night.
keep it pretty even on the ABV.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah. And
There we
speaking
go.
of, since it is Kolsch night,
Kolsch night.
going to be a slightly rushed episode, but I mean, we're already 16 minutes in and we
Yeah.
haven't mentioned a single thing about
No, we really haven't gotten
content.
to anything at all.
Yeah.
And
so.
see you later. Okay.
That's
All right, that's it, guys.
Well,
I hope
alrighty.
you enjoyed this, and
We're gonna
we will
pack it up and
see you
bye-bye.
next week. And peace out. No, but we do have 5 pieces of content to talk about today.
Cinco.
5. One of them will be pretty quick.
We should start with
Pretty
that
quick.
one.
We should start with that one, but I'm going to mention all 5 of them first, and
Yep.
then we'll go from there. We have an episode of a show that has been around for a while, but it's all over the place as far as the different beers and topics that he talks about. So we
Been a
don't
while.
talk about it often. Rod J. Beer Ventures has a review that we're going to talk about. We have an episode of Cincy Brew Dads.
Cincy Brew Dads.
We have an episode of Barstool Perspective.
BSP.
We have an episode of Blake's Craft Beer Podcast.
Oblaki.
And we have an episode of The Weekly Pint.
TWP.
You know the Gnome.
Yeah, Gnome.
Yeah, Gnome.
How about that, Gnome?
Something, something. I'm still working. Blah, blah, blah.
Yeah.
I don't know. We'll see. So you said start off with the shortest episode of the 5?
I agree with that.
Yeah.
All right. Rod J. Beer
He may
Ven-
not be the shortest in person.
Probably not.
But the
He might be
shortest
one of the
episode.
tallest. The shortest episode, correct.
Yeah.
Rod J. Beer Ventures. He is. He used to be local to the Cincinnati area. Then he moved away, and now he has moved back to the Cincinnati area. Back. And this was a video he has on YouTube. High grain Pho King beer. Not sure what to expect. Now, when we mentioned this last week, Gnome said, "Isn't that a Christmas beer?" And for some reason, I thought that maybe
It is.
has.
Yeah.
Maybe it was brought back as more of a year-round, not
See, it is.
seasonal, but it is
Very
still a
intrigued.
Christmas beer. And so I'm not sure when he recorded this. There was a slight clue in the video. He mentioned something in the video on, hey, if you're one of the Cincinnati people that follow me. It sounds like this might have been recorded prior to him moving back to Cincinnati,
Back.
purely based on that statement, which he's been back in town for several months. I want to say since before Oktoberfest, maybe. So this could very well be a much older video that he might have just gotten around to posting. So I don't know, but it just hit his YouTube channel like a week ago.
He bought it as part of a mix pack, and I don't know where he bought the mix pack. I didn't remember if he said.
I don't believe he said what's
depending on the bottle shop he got it at. It could just be a loose single from a few months ago.
It's a recurring beer, so it's not,
Right.
It's still relevant, yeah.
It initially was a higher gravity beer vent beer.
Yep.
And,
nice.
And it ended up being popular enough that they're like, okay, I guess we have to bring this back time and time again. It was only a 4-minute and 45-minute episode, which means we've probably 45 seconds. 4 hours, 45 minutes. It was under 5 minute long, so we've already talked more about it than the episode itself. Christmas Ale, not sure when it was filmed. He goes into the look of the beer, the aromas of the beer, the taste of the beer, and was it painful or was it pleasant to drink? You can find all of that out by watching this episode. I did take a sip count. There were a lot of edits in it, like where you can tell there were cuts and smashes of
cuts and smashes.
Cuts and smashes. I don't know why I worded it that
good
way,
beer
but why
name.
not? You know what? That is kind of a good beer name.
Other half. Cuts and smashes.
Yeah, cuts and smashes. There were 3 sips that were left in this video, which means in 5 minutes, that is 6 ounces according to our drinking game, or just shy of half a pint.
Okay.
I could do that.
Yeah.
I could do that in 5 minutes.
All right. Let's do it right now.
No.
Okay.
We got shit to do.
Okay.
And again, that would make this go over longer than the actual video.
Yeah.
Follow Rod J. Beer Ventures on YouTube. He does a lot of industry talks. He does a lot of review videos. And he has a lot of fun with what he's doing. So definitely keep him on your YouTube subscribe list.
There you go.
Yeah. Anything else from either of you on this episode before we keep this ball rolling?
Nope.
No. When you sent me a message and like a review, Rod J, I was like, oh no, was it the Thursday, like 2.5 hour live? So I was like 45 minutes into that.
And I'm
you're
like, nope.
It's the 5 minute fucking.
And you're like, well, fucking glad you told me that.
All right. That's fine. No, but I'm not in any way objecting to the 45 minutes that I watched. It was fine.
I mean, it's right.
However,
it's
he did
stuff.
cover fucking in that.
Oh, did he? Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Awesome. Well, I will have to check that out as well. DIPA Josh, do you want to talk about Cincy Brew Dads?
Cincy Brew Dads.
Barstool Perspective,
BSP.
Blake's Crap Beer Podcast,
Blackie.
or the Weekly Pint?
TWP.
Let's talk about Blake.
Talk about Blake. All right. Do you want to talk about Blake, or do you want to talk about his podcast?
Well, I definitely his podcast. I don't want to talk about Blake.
This is Blake's Crap Beer Podcast, episode 119. Good God, that guy's killing it.
Good God.
The Ohio Brewers Conference, day number 2.
The deuce, as most of us call it.
Indeed. He
In the
talked
industry.
to...
Yeah, in the
it's
industry.
an industry term.
Yeah.
That's yes, certainly. He talked to a good number of people in this episode, including Bobby Slattery,
Bobby!
John Saccott, Jeff Burns, Steve Smart, Chris Warman, and Alex Reinhardt.
Mm-hmm. I know some of them people.
I know some of those people as well.
Me too.
Speaking of Bobby,
Bobby?
I just want to take this time to mention, since we're mentioning Bobby from 50 West, congratulations to Adam from Adam Makes Beer. He did announce in his Q&A last week that he was hired on at 50 West.
Congratulations.
He's been out of full-time work, or his journey started 18 months ago when he was not with Sonder any longer. And so this is, 18 months of him growing his presence as a content creator, as somebody, as a consultant, and, many other things in the industry. Spokesman for some of the different manufacturers out there. He also did talk a little bit about how he spent some time at a co-packer, like a...
Is that similar to like an Impact or?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Yep. And he talked a little bit.
So is contract like a contract brewer? Could that also be called a co-packer, or are those different?
I think maybe it depends on a little bit on some of the function.
Okay.
I could be completely wrong. They could be synonymous. I don't know.
All right.
But he talked about some of his experience there and how all of it is relevant and helps him grow in the industry and is applicable at his new job at 50 West. He also made mention that the person who he is filling the slot for went off to a baller job downtown. Now, it didn't say who that was and didn't say what the job is. We can speculate, but until we know for sure, we're just going to say congratulations to that person from 50 West as well.
Absolutely.
On your baller job.
Absolutely.
But anyways, back to Bobby.
That must mean they're the new goalkeeper for FC Cincinnati.
Could be.
Baller, I mean,
yeah.
What else could that mean?
What happened to Celentano?
I mean, if he gets injured again, we have to have a third backup.
Yeah, because I don't think that
or
whoever
Baller,
was in there was
just
just very good at letting balls pass him.
He had a couple good saves, but wasn't as good as Celentano.
I don't know if that was entirely on him, though.
No, some of those weren't. Not all of them. Or,
the own goal
or
wasn't.
Baller, no. Maybe it's the new Bengals kicker or punter. That's also balling-ish.
Okay.
Or maybe there's a new pickleball league or something.
Yeah.
Balling could be anything.
Balling.
We don't have all the information.
Balling it.
Either way, congratulations.
Yeah, congratulations.
But going back to this episode of Blake's Craft Beer Podcast, Bobby talked a lot about the history of THC beverages at 50 West specifically.
Very intriguing. I actually missed my turn because I was listening.
Yeah.
with such
intensity.
Attention.
Oh, that's awesome. I talked about the history of the THC products within 50 West portfolio and how for a brief moment in time, Bobby got to be one of the largest weed distributors in Ohio for a few hours.
Yeah.
For a little bit there, Bobby was the kingpin.
Mm-hmm.
And will he ever take back his crown? Maybe.
Maybe.
Legally or not, who knows? Is Bobby's next chapter a career in politics? Only time will tell.
Yeah, you're going to have to listen to find out.
And also, please be sure to go to SaveOhioBevs, BEVS.com. Put in your email address, click like 2 buttons, and have an email automatically sent to your representatives within the state to tell them just how disappointed you are and how much you believe that just get responsible legislature in surrounding hemp beverages and THC products and get them back onto responsible bottle shops and brewery shelves.
As of this moment, over 16,290 signatures on that.
That's fantastic. We need more.
Yeah, I signed it.
Yeah, absolutely. As did
signed
I.
it.
Yeah. It's important. It's important for jobs. It's important for the economy.
Yeah.
It's important for small businesses. So
And it's important to tell the governor to stop doing that fucking shit.
Yeah, stop being a douche canoe.
Yeah.
John and Steve then jumped in to the conversation. They talked about the northern Ohio beer scene and some stuff about home brewing. It was about the time that Chris Warman also jumped in. He apparently is the savior of Whiskey Rebellion, even though he doesn't like to be called that in public. But, Blake was sure to...
Not all heroes wear capes, Julia.
Right. Sometimes they wear crowns. Sometimes they just carry around full mugs of Whiskey Rebellion.
I can understand why somebody doesn't want to be called the savior.
What would you prefer, the doctor?
The doctor, yeah.
It sounds cooler. Savior has like a lot behind it.
Yeah, that's fair.
You mean like saving?
They talked a bit about how opening a brewery today is still possible, but you need to have the proper expectations for the location you're going into, the culture and the community that you're going into. And they gave some of their biggest takeaways from the conference and what they've enjoyed learning about so far.
Yeah, a lot of enzyme talk.
Yes. Alex Reinhardt jumped in the last 9-ish minutes to talk about the need for providing great hospitality to their customers and how it can't just be a walk in and expecting the beer to be the only thing that you provide. Sometimes I do miss those days where you go into a brewery and that's it. It's like we have good beer and that's the only thing they provide. But they still have to provide like a good level of customer service when providing you that beer. So there still is that level of hospitality, even if it doesn't include any type of food or free Wi-Fi or cushioned bench. You know what I mean? I think that
I almost think of the Mad Tree 1.0 space in that scenario where, it was small, it was hot, it was, you had, back then it was beer with a lot more punch to it, even if it was just
I feel like there was still
brown ale.
Yeah, but I feel like there was still hospitality there. Like, you know what I mean?
But it didn't have all the other bells and whistles of it. I mean, even like I said, it was hot and sweaty because of the production facility. It was like, even Rheingeist when it opened up, you didn't have fucking air conditioning in that fucking
hell, it still doesn't feel like it does half the time.
sweltering fucking building. But I mean, I think people are reminiscing for a bygone time where people put up with that shit. And people
because there were no other options.
Yeah, people just don't put up with that shit anymore. Like, I even get annoyed if I go to a brewery and they think they're so cool, they got to have the fucking roll down door open and it's 85 degrees outside. Hey, guys, I'm inside because I want the fucking air conditioner.
I don't want flies in my beer.
No.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah,
So, I mean, I think, that sort of thought process was going a long time ago as far as, it being okay to set up uncomfortable bar stools and, just make it an uncomfortable space other than the fact that you think you have great beer and the people who drink there think you do too. It's way more complicated than that now.
Yeah.
Way more complex.
Yeah.
I think it can exist as long as it's not an unwelcoming space. If it's
the service that the bartenders provide, like they need to make sure that they are making that minimalistic environment.
So
something special is like is that what you're saying?
So I'm gonna pick on Big Ash for a moment.
Okay.
La Rosa's?
You mean La Rosa's tap?
Sorry, La Rosa's. I'm gonna pick on when we went there. It didn't feel like a brewery. It didn't feel welcoming. It felt like I was getting a tour of how to purchase tickets at a Dave & Buster's.
Yeah.
And it felt very artificial, unnatural. It just, something about it just like really, it felt really off. And I didn't feel like I was at a brewery. I didn't understand the concept of, I mean, I get the concept. I don't understand why somebody wants to pour their own beer.
Yeah.
It
like
feels very. It feels like a gimmick. It just. I think the idea's okay. I don't like the execution.
Just because you have a food option, just because you have screens to watch the sports, that doesn't mean you're offering hospitality to your customers.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Getting a tour of this is how you pour a beer is not. That's not hospitality.
Yeah.
You're talking to me like I'm a a kid.
Yeah. No, I get it. Yeah. It was another great episode from Blake. I don't know how many more Brewers Conference shows he has, but looking forward to seeing what he comes up with next.
All right.
Yeah. All right, Marco, are we going to Cincy Brew Dads?
Cincy Brew Dads.
Barstool Perspective or the Weekly Pint next?
Let's go Cincy Brew Dads. Cincy Brew Dads.
Excellent.
Cincy Brew Dads.
Cincy Brew Dads.
Red.
Brew Dads are
Style Clash or whatever.
Yes, Styles Clash. The Brew Dads are seeing reds since the blah 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 Styles Clash episode 6. Too many words with similar-ish letters. They are blind taste testing Irish reds.
Yeah.
Which is a lot of fun. Mm-hmm. They thought they knew. Did they know? They went into this going, you know what? We've had a lot of these. We think we know which
Some
one
of them
is going to be
very
which.
recently.
Yes, exactly. The 4 beers that they were drinking blind was Streetside's Paint the Town Red, Great Lakes Conway Irish Red, Gilligan's Red Ale, and Fathead's St. Fatty's Irish Red Ale. There was a lot of, to kind of preface, again, this is a whole episode where they talk about what they think about the beers, and then rate the beers. So we don't cover a lot of that because then why would you need to watch this episode? And we want to encourage you to watch this episode. It's a lot of fun. So the reasons you should watch the episode is because there was lots of tongue gleaning and sniffing themselves in this episode. So if you want to know
that, Josh?
What
Got
the
that
hell
sniffing
is that
yourself?
about? Yeah. I mean, it's apparently it works really well.
Yeah.
When in doubt, sniff yourself.
Yeah.
Yeah. The tongue gleaning I was not so sure about, but again, whatever works.
Yeah, they made it
Whatever
work.
works, indeed. They did get into a brief fist fight over if they drank them in a different order before or after ranking them.
That was interesting.
Was a little awkward.
Strange.
It's like, well, but we did it this way last time. No, we didn't. Doesn't matter. And it wasn't so bad that I thought the Cincy Brew Dads were
Cincy Brew Dads.
were over. But
No.
it's-
No.
But there were a couple extra splashes of red on the decor by the time
Yeah.
they settled down.
They got to hype up their WrestleMania match. That's all.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, this is true.
Yeah.
This is true. Ooh, that's a good. What would
Since
their
Pat McAfee is no longer going to be
What
doing
would their
it.
wrestling names
Good.
be?
What would their wrestling names be?
wrestling's name be? Yeah.
Huh. Matt the Haberdasher.
Ooh, I like that.
No.
We
No.
should ask
Ryan.
We should ask them.
Ryan the Haberdasher and
Matt
the
Belgian.
Chin Strapper.
Ooh,
The chin strap.
that's good.
That sounds like a finishing move.
That could be a finishing
Could be
move.
his finishing
chin
move.
strap.
Yeah, the chin
strapper.
strapper. Matt the Suave Belgia with his finishing move, the chin strapper.
The Suave Belgia.
and Ryan the
They wear an
haberdasher.
ascot. Do they wear ascots in the Belgia?
They might. Nothing's stopping them.
No idea.
No idea.
I don't know either.
Maybe they can get back to you on that.
How many of the 4 beers did they agreed on in their ranking? And could they correctly identify any of the beers in their flight?
This is always a little. I think it's always a little tougher than they expect. Mm-hmm. So, have you had all of these represented beers this year so far, Julia?
No.
I haven't either.
Not this year.
No, usually
We've had a couple of
Yeah,
them.
we've had the Gilligans,
I have the Gilligans.
the Fatheads.
I have
don't
not
think
had
I've
the Fatheads
Great
this year.
Lakes.
I think we've had. Street Side was one of them, right?
Yeah, I think we've had the street side.
We've had that in the past. I don't think.
I don't know
we've
if we've had
it
it
recently.
this year. No. And I know we haven't, or at least I haven't had the Great Lakes this
No,
year.
no. I don't. I'm not a very avid
Yeah.
Great Lakes enjoyer. It
It's
just
tough-
doesn't hit
it's
my
tough.
rotation.
It's tough because you almost have to get a 6-pack because I don't
Yeah,
see them in singles a lot.
Right.
that's probably
Right.
why. Yeah.
It was another great episode, great styles clash. They already know what they're going to do for their next styles clash, but if you have an idea for another style you want them to battle against, let them know. Drop them a note in the comments.
Mm-hmm.
Either of you have any other notes before we get to the sip count for this episode?
I don't.
Let's
I don't
get
want
into it.
Yeah, let's go.
All right. Yeah, we kind of got to get moving on this. Ryan took 35 sips.
All right. That's
That's good.
good.
Matt took 44.
Wow.
Hey.
Hey.
That means in this 18-minute episode, under 20 minutes, there were a total of 79 sips,
Oh wow. Okay.
which is 158 ounces if you're playing our drinking game, 9.875 pints. So
Yep.
don't play our drinking game or you will die.
Yeah. Don't do it.
Don't do it. It's not smart. It is not smart
Be away from the mic.
at all. Lean away from the mic. It's not,
Don't
it's
do
not bad of
it.
an idea. All
That's
right.
for effect.
Let's go ahead and run through Barstool Perspective next.
ESP.
You know them?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Michael brings
just
it in,
because
Morgan.
we're already at like 40 minutes and we have 2 shows to get through.
All right, let's
And
go.
We have to get to
this.
Kolsch night. We got
Kolsch
this.
night.
We got this. All right, April the 17th, 2026. The alcohol industry is the economy. If you want to know how the economy is doing in general, just see how the alcohol industry is
It's
doing.
one of those essentially trying to call them canaries in the coal mine, right?
Yeah.
Like the way that this goes is the way that, society is happening or leaning towards as far as like an economic indicator.
Right.
I don't feel why there's a reason why not to believe it.
Other than I just don't pay that much attention. It's, can I afford to get gas? Can I, you know what I mean? Like,
Yeah, but I mean,
I guess I don't pay attention to it on that macro of a level, I guess.
well,
Like, I definitely notice our prices going up, our prices going down, but I never really correlate, the price of my favorite 6-pack has gone up.
Yeah,
And then I start looking
I pay attention
around.
to all that.
I just assume the
I feel
price
like it's
of
part of my
everything is
job.
going up. Well, yeah. I just assume the price of everything is always going to go up, and I don't know, it all just sucks.
Yeah, the toughest part is, a lot of these things never go back.
No.
But there are a lot of places that try and hold out as long as they can. And then a lot of times you'll see as the economy ebbs and flows, they held out long enough to where it's okay that they can stand pat for a little while longer.
Yeah. They brought up Tilray again.
They have to. It's a contractual
they do.
obligation
They
with
do.
their amount of stock that they purchased.
Yes. And with their Patreon subscribers who each own way too much Tilray.
Right. Well, there's the Gnome and there's you.
Yes.
So that's.
And they need, so basically they are our financial advisors, and that is their weekly.
Elijah's probably a
required-
Patreon subscriber, but he's probably smarter than that. to
Yeah,
own some of that.
probably.
Yeah.
Probably. So that is their weekly financial requirement to us, their financial advisor customers, however you would say that, to let us know that we're just idiots. Brett and Mike.
Financial disciples.
Yes, that's a disciple.
To
That
bring
is a
the
great way.
doctor
to
turn back around.
Yes, there we go. They thought that Tilray was smart about what they were doing, buying these smaller companies, these
Until they took
breweries.
2 years to investigate the
Well-
leader of the company.
Well, no, not even that. Until they just read an article that the CEO wrote,
Yeah.
and then they went, "Oh, we
Yeah.
are all fucked.
Yeah.
This is such a bad idea.
Yeah.
This guy knows nothing." But there's still a chance, right? Right?
What's the name of that syndrome where you think that you know how to do everything when you really don't know how to do it? Dunning-Kruger? Is that what it is?
It's called ego.
Well,
I know what you're talking about, Mark.
look, if I'm wrong, send an email or a message to the Gnarly Gnome
at
Gnome.
creative.com.
Yeah, something like
Gnome
that.
at thegnarlygnome.com.
Gnome at thegnarlygnome.com.
Yes.
And let him know that I'm actually right.
Now, one really cool thing that Brett and Mike did do,
Only one.
the only cool thing that they have done.
Right.
Because it certainly wasn't that god-awful AI-generated thumbnail.
Yeah, that was bad.
Did you read the thumbnail? I think that was directed at us.
Ah, okay.
I think it probably was directed at us. Like, don't be mad at me. This is what it said. It's like, don't fucking use AI.
Yeah.
What are you doing, Dan? Come on. They correlated Erwin Simon's routine, his dog walking routine, to the Artemis 2's trip around the moon.
Yeah, that was
Like,
a
how
stretch.
long would it take for him to walk his dog the same?
I'd say it was a stretch, but they
did it.
quantify it.
Yeah. And cool. Good job, guys. Still doesn't make up for the fact that I cashed out my 401k and sold my HSA and did all kinds of other completely ridiculous and dumb financial moves to buy Tilray because you guys said it was a good idea.
So you got a loan from the mob.
You weren't supposed to say that part out loud.
Well,
Julia even got a tattoo that says "Still Ray."
You weren't supposed to say that part out loud. I can get it lasered off, right?
We'll get it covered.
yeah, I get it.
All right.
Get it
With
covered.
a Brewdog logo.
Stone.
Maybe that- Stone.
Stone
There
logo.
we go. There we go.
A gargoyle.
Hey, that's actually kind of cool.
Right.
Is anyone touching $2 Chuck? Which
Yeah, I
could
don't-
mean all kinds of things.
So, just to go slightly deeper into that, I don't want to
Don't-
take too much time.
No.
But basically, the winery that makes Two Buck Chuck is up for sale. And they discuss whether, in their opinions, it's a good or a bad idea to purchase it.
Which means Tilray's probably going to buy it.
Yeah, which means, Irwin's probably going to have another epiphany while he's walking his dog and not paying attention to his children.
Wine. That's the next move.
Right, yeah. That's it. That's it, yes.
Speaking
Correct.
of the next brilliant/idiotic move,
Blockbusters, bring them back.
you know what? I'm actually okay with that.
I think they do pretty well, genuinely.
Yeah.
For a while, at
Yeah.
least. I think nostalgia would hit really hard, and
I
I think a
think
lot of
people are
people would
so-
genuinely do it.
We'll
I
find
think
out.
people are
How's
so sick
Chi-Chi's
of
doing?
streaming. Do they have the fried ice cream?
I don't know. But they brought back Chi-Chi's.
Did they though?
Yeah.
I haven't seen one. So
I don't think I've seen one either.
Yeah.
It's a thing.
Okay.
Where? Until I see it with my own eyes, I don't believe it.
We have to look it up. You get producer Callie to look it up.
Okay. She can use AI for that.
Yeah, she can.
Yes. Is home distilling federally legal now?
Yeah.
Yeah. Which prepare for lots of blindness and missing appendages,
Yeah.
depending on how you do it.
Yeah. Look, your cousin can make beer, and probably the worst that's going to happen is it's going to be sour. I mean, it's not going to kill you. This has serious bad health implications, and I'm not talking about just the typical, hey, alcohol is not good for you. Like this could be deadly and dangerous.
Right. Like health, as in both death and like explosion. Like
Right.
yes,
Yeah.
physical.
The problem is
maiming.
you can't trust people to not be stupid. That's the problem.
Mike and Brett talked about their about some of their flashbacks. That was fun.
Yeah. We're digging deeper into investigating psychedelics now.
Indeed.
Yeah.
Indeed. This was an interesting conversation. If you get 14 shots of tequila from 6 different bars
Over 8 hours,
and then fall down a flight of stairs, who's at fault?
You are.
Yeah, that's kind of my thought.
Gravity.
Okay.
I don't. If no one noted, and again, there's so
Newton's
many
law of
unanswered-
relativity. You are relatively drunk.
Watch this
You
episode
stupid.
to get. I mean, I'm not going to go into every detail on what this situation was. We don't have all the details, but just based off of that alone, it's your fault.
It's absolutely your fault.
It's your fault. You can't sue someone because, well, someone else did. Just because someone, if nothing else, just because someone hands you a shot or a drink does not mean you are required to consume it.
You're an adult. Take ownership of your own problems.
Yep.
There we go.
Yep, absolutely.
Says DIPA Josh. Make a shirt.
Let's see. They mentioned that Barstool Perspective, these are the final 2 notes that I have before the sip count. Barstool Perspective is now in podcast form. I have only been able to find it on YouTube podcasts so far, so I don't know if it has filtered to the podcatchers yet, or if it's only going to be on, good job, Marco, or if it's only going to be on YouTube Music, YouTube Podcasts, but if you want to just listen to it instead of watching it, I don't know why. I mean, the watching it is 99% of the fun of this show, but it is out there.
I'll leave you with this.
Yes.
How can you have a perspective if it's audio only?
Can you can
Perspective is a visual element.
Right. So it's just an opinion.
it's just an opinion then.
It's not a perspective, it's an opinion.
It's a Barstool opinion. Ooh. Nice.
Wow.
Good call.
Put that on a t-shirt.
Good call.
Or
And
have AI create a meme of you in a doctor's
there we
outfit
go. Perfect.
saying
this.
that
Yes,
very phrase.
That's what we have to do. And last, Mike and his wife have a non-beer podcast called Truth Deferred, the National Guard Massacre. It is going to be a 9-part show. I am an episode and a half into it. It is fantastic, and you should be able to find it wherever you find your podcasts.
I subscribed. I haven't started it yet.
It's great. So far, it is great. So if you are
Awesome.
interested in some of the darker history of Cincinnati that has absolutely nothing to do with beer, check it out.
I trust Mike implicitly with
Cincinnati
discussing the history of anything he chooses to deep dive into.
Oh, yeah,
So
absolutely.
I imagine this is going to be a great listen.
Yeah, absolutely.
I say listen because as far as I know, there's not a visual component to it, so I can't have a perspective on that.
Correct. You can only have an opinion.
Correct.
Indeed. All right, the sip count for this episode. Michael brings it. Morgan took 9 sips.
9.
And Brett, I didn't drink very much this episode. Coleman Baker took 9.
9.
9.
This has never happened before. Wow.
Both of them under double digits. I hope they were
And the
feeling
same
okay.
number. That's
Right,
crazy.
Right. That means in this 28-minute
That
episode.
never happens
I don't think it's ever happened before. I think this is the first time.
in the history of ever.
In this 28-minute episode, 18 sips, or 36 ounces for our drinking game,
Right.
2.25 pints. I might.
I bet you could.
Might.
I
be
bet you
able to
could do that. Yeah.
All right. I'm assuming no one needs to take a break, so we can just go ahead
No,
and
we're
run
just-
through the last show.
Josh, you need to. No.
All good.
All good. All
Yep.
right. Let's go ahead and move on to the weekly pint.
Cheers.
Cheers. I said it correctly, but
Yeah.
point, whatever.
Cheers.
Gulp. All right. The weekly pint episode 310. Who's actually winning? Gnome teased his next Brewcast episode. Be prepared
Yep.
for all kinds of chaos and camaraderie. The summer of rum continues, and listener Eric called it this, and I think it is the perfect word for it: the rummening instead of the schnappening.
The rummening.
The rummening. So that is what
I like it.
maybe we should start calling it instead of the
I
schnappening.
like that, but it also gives me sort of
Or the rumpening.
yeah, it's
rum-pum-pum-pum.
sort of like horror genre vibes of little people. The rummening.
Maybe, I don't know.
I had this weird dream the other day.
Yeah.
And it had gnomes in it, like the gnarly gnome. Like gnarly gnome was telling everybody on his weekly pint that part of what he does is he and his gnome collective, they stand in your gardens, and what they do is they are always judging the alcoholic beverages that you're drinking out in front of.
Sounds about right.
Your in your garage or out in front while you're cutting the grass or anything like that. And then what it is all of that gets filtered back to him, and so he knows all and sees all and judges all of you for what you're drinking.
Isn't that what already happens?
Yeah, with the Ring cameras where they can find your dog.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But instead of filtering dog information to, whoever, it's
Right.
your drink
It's
information
facial
to the gnome.
recognition for people that may be on ice list.
It's kind of like Beer Santa. He sees you when you're sleeping, sort of thing.
A little bit.
He
yeah.
sees you when you're drinking.
He sees you when you're drinking.
He knows
Yeah.
when you've been sloshed.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
That is kind of terrifying, though.
All right, and back to
Back to the episode. He drank a Navy strength rum called Pussers that was enhanced with cork.
yeah.
It was a little on the chunky side. He talked about why he decided it is the summer of rum. It had a lot to do with history, so definitely check out this episode to get your fill on the why.
The ruminations.
The why, the ruminations on the rummening.
Yeah.
Yes. The beer that he opened up was from Birdfish Brewing, Wandering Kind. It was a West Coast style IPA. Then he got into pickle talk.
Yeah.
PBR is releasing a pickle beer.
Yep. I saw that.
This is the world that we live in now. Mm-hmm. If I see a single, I'll try it. If it's
I'll
only out
split
there
one
in
with you.
30 racks, I'm not buying a 30 rack of it.
No.
But if there is a can out there,
Yeah.
I like pickle beers. I feel like I have to try it, but I'm not
I also think
getting.
Gnome keeps forgetting. Wiedemann put a pickle beer out too.
Yeah, yeah. And isn't it out like regularly?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Didn't PBR do like a coffee thing?
Yeah.
yeah,
Yep.
That wasn't terrible.
yeah. That was
wasn't
the
good, but-
it was like the hard coffee. Wasn't it a mix pack or something?
I don't remember. I
No,
remember
I think-
some
Or was
coffee
it-
Yeah.
PBR.
It was a coffee.
Yeah.
I remember you bought some of it, and
Yeah.
I was like,
It's
"It's not my
kinda-
thing," but like I could
was kinda
understand why somebody would
yoo-hoo-ish.
want this. It's
Yeah.
like alcoholic yoo-hoo.
Yeah, yeah.
But the thing is, the question he keeps raising is why, and he's trying to derive some sort of connect the dots, as to why and the brand itself. I don't think there's necessarily a why other than trying to create some sort of social
Revive the
media,
interest in the brand.
Yeah, it's
some sort of social media buzz, create something that goes viral for a period of time
Sure.
to try and revive the base brand.
Right.
Yeah,
Exactly.
I think that's
Right.
what it is. They're probably trying to bridge a gap of the craft beer community and then try
The-
to replace some craft beer in a fridge.
the hipsters that have kind of
Yeah.
aged out of drinking PBR. Well, let's kind of revive. Like, oh yeah, I remember this. Oh, a pickle. Let's try. And then maybe a new generation, so to speak, if people go back to the original PBR, and then it just kind of they get a little bump in sales again for the original, and then whatever,
Little pickleback.
a little bit of pickleback.
Yeah. That's a Nickelback cover band, right?
And absolutely it is. Yeah,
Pickleback.
pickleback. If it's not, it better be.
Yeah.
That sounds like a horrible show. Yeah.
There is a brewery.
I'm through standing in lines.
Oh my God. A brewery in San Francisco is opening a second location, and much like their original location, they will have a $3 tap.
Okay.
Is doing something like this good for the craft beer community? Is it not good? Is it cheapening the whole craft community? Like, is there anyone that's actually winning when they are I don't say lowering their own not expectations, when they are just not, I don't say dialing it in, but just,
so a couple of questions I have is, what's the style of beer?
Yeah.
Is it always the same style of beer?
Is it a craft beer?
Is it craft beer? Or is it a way that they are rotating through beers that maybe are getting a little long in the tooth, and they're like, all right, so this 2-week span, it's brown ale for $3, y'all.
I could see that. Like, if that's the model, it's like, hey, this is getting a little old. Let's push it.
I could
see that working. Yeah.
Versus them saying, what we're doing is we're taking a Pilsner and we're watering it down to 3.2% ABV.
Yeah.
This is going to be your $3 beer. I don't love that as much.
If they're using it to push macro beer, if it's like we're a craft brewery and then we have PBR for $3, I have a problem with that. But yeah.
Right.
And then Ryan points out that a certain brewery was doing like 32-ounce pours for $8 on Thursdays. Mm-hmm. Brother, they've been doing that for a long time.
Long time, yeah.
But I may know somebody who suggested it. Just saying.
I don't know. I guess it all depends. I mean, if that's what they do, that continues to get enough people in to keep the lights on, cool, do what you got to do. But as long as it's not stepping on the toes of what your core business values are,
yeah,
and like what you're trying to do for, it's not impacting who you are as a brewery, as a community.
My knee-jerk reaction is I didn't love it for all the reasons that you could guess could be bad in one way or the other. However, the more I thought about it, it's like, well, maybe it's just a tool that they're using for a special or a clearance of sorts.
Right.
And then
kill the keg
I kind of get behind a little bit more. Yeah, like a kill the keg. Yeah, kick the keg sort of thing.
I completely support that.
Right.
For sure.
Right. I don't know. I mean, again, it's kind of one of those, don't have all the details, so we're trying to pass a judgment based off of only having some of the facts, not all the facts, which...
Or just trying to be fair to all the different sides that you can look at it.
Exactly.
If we get information that helps us solidify more of a perspective.
Sure. Yeah, I mean, if I will form a loose opinion based off of the facts that I have, but if I get more information, I'm absolutely going to reevaluate and say, okay, I wasn't aware of this. Well, yeah, that absolutely changes things. Yeah. If I only see A and B, but now here is C, D, and E. Well, yeah, absolutely. I wasn't aware of that before, so yeah, that certainly changes things.
All right.
Yeah. And the final note that I had, in case you guys had anything else that you wanted to talk about.
Yeah, we're at the final note finally?
We are at the final note before the sniff and sip count. Yeah,
okay.
Yeah. Get your tickets for A Light in the Tunnel.
Oh, yeah.
The documentary that Gnome has been working on for 87 years and 376,000 hours on the Bruckman Tunnel project. Go to thegnarlygnome.com/A Light in the Tunnel, and each of those words, the first letter is capitalized. I don't know if it works if they're all lowercase. I didn't check that, but I'll have it in the show notes. It's going to be wonderful. The 7 o'clock showing sold out. It is Saturday, May 2nd. They did add an 8:30 showing, so you have no excuse. You can't say, oh no, they sold out. Nope. They did a second showing, and who knows, maybe they will add a third or another weekend depending on the demand.
Yeah.
Sell the show out.
Support your community.
The Gnome. Support your community. Support the Gnome. Support the Brewing Heritage Trail and the Brewing Museum and absolutely everything that has to do with keeping brewing history alive in Cincinnati.
Great note.
Yes. Anything else before the sniff and sip count?
No, I'm just
Because
gonna-
it is Kolsch night.
Kolsch night.
All
Kolsch
right.
night.
The gnome took 16 sniffs of his cork-infused rum and his
34
beer.
ounces.
And he took 6 sips of his beverages. I was disappointed. He went back on video after the outro theme started to play. Like, oh man, the sips! I am drinking more, and I thought we were going to get more sips on camera. Nope.
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 Nope. He lied. He absolutely lied and provided me with nothing. So only 6 sips. So that means in this 60-minute episode, there were 22 countables, 44 ounces, 2.75 pints, which, depending on the beer, I might be able to do.
Yeah, I think you could.
Yeah, not bad. Anything else from either of you before we wrap up this episode and get down to Northern Row and get some birthday Kolsches? Kolschai.
No, thank you all.
Thanks for being here, Josh.
Yeah.
Always
Good to
love
see you,
having
Josh.
For sure.
Yeah. If you like what we did this episode, go to Truth Beer Cod. Wow.
Yeah.
Truthbeerpod.com.
That's where we have pictures of fish.
Plenty of fish.
Yeah.
No, don't.
Like
No.
To show our mom. Look at the fish.
Oh, God, no. Let's not. Truthbeerpod.com links to absolutely everything, including our Patreon, where if you decide you want to be a member, you will get unedited episodes. So kind of the pre-recording chat and the things that I cut out, like the silences from when we go to the bathroom, get a new beer, whatever, once a month. Even the free tier, the free members get everything.
The freeloaders.
The freeloaders, exactly. Or if you want to throw a couple bucks our way each month, every single week you get the nearly unedited episode. Again, I always cut out most of the silences. Yeah, we appreciate you. We have all kinds of fun stuff planned, and weather's getting nice, so hopefully we will start getting some more Patreon exclusive videos done soon.
Yep.
And work on our quarterly videos. I know that we kind of screwed the pooch on quarter 1, but for quarter 2,
We had a
two of them
plan,
out there.
and then we have to reschedule.
Yes. Yes. We're getting it done.
Yep.
I promise you we're getting it done. With that being said, Marco, and I'm going to pretend that Josh didn't just walk away. What are you doing next Tuesday?
We're going to be doing this here.
Sweet.
Cheers.
See you there. Cheers.